Teacher of the Year. She is reworking a popular song to help inspire her students, and she's from right here in the Bay Area. This has been the thing that we've been talking about all morning, and I can't wait to share it with you.
This is great.
Look at her getting down low.
I know, and the kids are loving it. Don't you wish you were in that class?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time now to talk about
I know the enthusiasm. Yes.
Well, it's because you're sitting here so enthusiastic. Jabina is joining us today for Hot Topics.
Yes, okay, so the first hot topic, well, actually a couple of our hot topics are all about art, so let's get into this.
Okay, go to abc7news.com/vote. You know the routine. Do you support this new mural in San Francisco about police brutality? Now, Reggie, you actually saw this yesterday in Hayes Valley. You took this picture, right? All right, so we knew the popular local anonymous artist, Bip. I'll pronounce it that way because his website says you can pronounce it however you like. How do you pronounce it, Reggie?
The exact same way you just said it.
All right, he was putting something together, but not many people expected a baby in a police officer's uniform. It's 8 stories tall. Now, Bibb says he's aware the city trusts him and he doesn't want to play with that, but this is a tragic piece he says he's wanted to paint for years. He wrote on Instagram, "To the police following my account, I hope you'll stay and see the effort and thought I've put into this painting. I'm not trying to put you all in the same bucket. I personally witnessed acts of kindness from some of you. But San Francisco police, let me be clear. I'm protesting you and all American police in regard to police brutality." Now, Atlas Property Group actually owns the building and tells the Chronicle that they were surprised at the hot topic nature of it, and they were told they'd have no creative control, but they were okay with it, given Bibb's reputation. He's
Yeah.
Well, what I also saw that was interesting is that it's not done yet. 60% of the mural has been completed, so we don't quite know the direction of what it will look like and, you know, completion. But I guess that's what art is, right? It's all for interpretation. It's what the artist is feeling and able to portray that.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised because I've been watching this go up over the past few weeks. And so at first I just saw like a baby.
The face,
Yes,
right?
So I didn't know what was going to come of it. And you might know his work if you go to the Westfield Mall downtown, because along the side of the mall, he has a huge mural about the same size that is extremely popular and is not really controversial in any way.
Right.
So I could see how the property owners thought, oh, well, everyone loves that, and they love his other works that he's done in the Bay Area.
That was more of a message about strength, showing like a very muscular character. And I think, you know what, I'm trying to figure out why he did the baby, right, in talking about police brutality. Is he saying that any biases are formed as children that we impart on them as adults? Or is he saying that it's immature when officers, when they behave in a way in which they subject certain groups to, you know, bias criticism? I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to say. I would love to interview him, but he's staying anonymous.
Yes, he does not show himself, which I respect in a way, because you want the art to speak for itself. And those are 2 very interesting ways to interpret it, Kristen. I didn't think about it that way.
We should do a mural interpretation 101 class here on ABC.
And you can see he has a body camera on him, too. There's a pink, it looks like a kid's toy. It's actually a body camera. Apparently, according to the Chronicle's reporting, this mural is only going to last a certain amount of time anyway, because they're going to build a huge building next to it. So eventually, because right now there's a surface parking lot next to it. So eventually this is going to be obscured. The artist is well aware of that. I'm just surprised that there hasn't... I walk past it and I'm like, what? What is this? How come I haven't heard about this?
Look, if he's trying to stir up a discussion, it's doing its job.
Yes, we're all talking about it.
It's striking, that is for sure. So what do you think? Do you support this new SF mural? And 28% of you say yes, but the vast majority of you right now are giving that a no.
Okay. This next one is interesting as well.
Yes, I'm really fascinated by this proposal. Should school hours be extended to 6 p.m.? abc7news.com/vote, and you know what to do. So presidential candidate and Oakland native Senator Kamala Harris would be voting yes on this poll. She is proposing a bill to make that a reality today. But to be clear, this wouldn't impact every single school. In the proposal for a pilot program, 500 schools serving mainly low-income families would get up to $5 million over 5 years to keep their doors open until 6 p.m. Her argument is school days end hours before 70% of parents end their workday. Also to note here, the American Teachers Federation is supporting this as well. They think this will really help, fill the gaps for teachers and paraprofessionals that have to stay late. If you're not going to leave your student. Sometimes teachers drive their students home. Sometimes they're are kids left at home for hours on end because parents are at work, and you do have to provide a living for your family. It's tough.
Yeah, you know, so at first my initial reaction was, oh gosh, no. Why would I want my kids' day be extended at school till 6 p.m.? Because what if they have after-school sports? What if they have other activities, homework to do? They need time for that. But then I think I read it closely and see that it's for select schools where mainly low-income or areas where they feel like the need is there, where parents can't be there after school.
Right.
Then if you're offering enrichment on campus, aftercare, you know, for free, then that's a worthwhile service, right? And the Boys and Girls Club, for example, is one organization that kind of fills that void right now, where kids can go for basically a very nominal or no fee, where they're safe at a place where they can learn and be watched after till 6. And parents who are working those shifts so appreciate that.
Right.
So I think this could be something to try as a pilot. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the money all comes from to do this over if you expand it to more schools, but I know, like me, when I was in school, I didn't have any way to get home after school activities. So I'd have to get a ride from a friend, or in some cases ask the teacher or the coach to give me a ride. And so it's not the intended effect, but it excludes people who don't have a parent who's around or able to afford a car or something when they get older to get home. So I think this would make it more equitable.
Yeah, bottom line, I think as long as it's not mandatory, but you make it available to people who could use it, then I'm supportive of trying it out at least. Why not try it?
Why not try it? Because I had the same thought about if students are burnt out, but it doesn't look that way.
Yeah.
And also, there are so many times when we hear of stories where kids are home alone. And that is the safety issue as well.
Kid, sure.
Yeah, exactly. And this is another opportunity for them to maybe get involved.
All right, so what do you folks
It doesn't matter what we say about this, because our audience is not with us on it.
Actually, you know what? I think it does. Should school hours be extended to 6 p.m.? At first, I was seeing a lot of 80, 90% for no, but now it's at 63%. So we're thinking.
Yes, discussing.
We're open. Yeah.
It's new.
Thanks for voting.
All right, so going back to the art world again, this is really interesting. Should the iconic Mona Lisa painting be taken down? ABC7news.com/vote and let us know. So that's kind of the headline, but the real idea here is that it would be taken down and then put in a different spot.
Like not in the Louvre.
Next to the Louvre.
Yeah.
Because people are saying that it is just becoming too chaotic inside the room where it's currently held. So this was in the New York Times, and the quote from the author is, "The Louvre is being held hostage by the Kim Kardashian of 16th century Italian portraiture."
Okay, by the way, Reggie, that's really funny. And this is my picture that I took last summer when I went there. Look at that room. It's a sea of people, and in that room, there are 3 other walls that have paintings that no one cares, right?
Yeah.
So I think it is a good idea to have a dedicated space just for, oh, look, I did manage to squeeze my way up to the front because I'm a news reporter.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Get out of here.
Go, Kristen.
Mona Lisa.
No offense, but look what a crappy picture that is.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why everyone is taking these selfies in front of the Mona Lisa, which is the size of a postage stamp anyway.
It's tiny.
And you have all these people in the photo with you. It's just never going to work out. So I don't know why they're all reaching up to take that photo.
Because it's iconic. It's the Mona Lisa.
Right.
You want to remember
This is mine. My sad photo.
I work hard to get up there.
That's your photo?
I'm zooming in so hard. And look, this is my sister, Jory, and my best friend, Casey, walk their backs to me because they're like, seriously?
Yeah.
We waited all this time and shoved through all these people to go to the Mona Lisa? My
look
video?
At all these people. Look at these
all those people.
So that's what they're saying is that, look, we're not trying to, you know, remove it forever so that nobody can enjoy the Mona Lisa, but what if we created a different space where people who go to the Louvre, you know, like if you go there for the Mona Lisa, you're going to be disappointed most likely, right?
Yes.
But if you, and then you also don't get to enjoy the other things, and then the Louvre is a zoo, really, right? It was a zoo. So
I have an alternative idea.
What is it?
First of all, keep her where she is. Do not move her.
And then?
Okay, create glass walls. Now you're the exhibit. I'm staring at all the fools.
You step in.
She's looking at us.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, looking at her, and feeling disappointed.
That's not a bad idea.
And I'm charging for it, by the way, and I'm making T-shirts.
And you got to do the window of time, because that's the other thing, is that you can just go, and some people stay.
Yeah, right.
You got, it's just real quick.
They don't have the kind of lines we have at Disneyland where it's orderly. It's just like this mass humanity of shoving like a mosh pit at a concert. And, you know, I was like, I'm getting too old for this.
All for Mona.
I liked it. I was not disappointed by the Mona Lisa.
But you said your expectations were very low.
My expectations were very low because of people who I talked to like you who said that it wasn't the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I was like, actually, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed my overall Louvre experience for sure. But what do we think? Should the Mona Lisa painting be removed from the Louvre? 63% of you say no.
But we should also ask if they've also experienced this.
Right.
Because when you do it in person, you may feel differently.
Yeah.
It's like a Britney Spears concert. As long as you know she's lip syncing and barely dancing, you'll love it because it's Britney Spears up there. I love her.
Love you, Brittany.
I just know what to expect.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because maybe she'll be a guest sometime.
Yeah, she's right here for Hot Topics.
Okay, we've had a lot of firsts here on Midday Live, including our first live performance earlier this week with Stomp.
Now we're about to have another first. Thanks to our sponsor, Live Nation. We have not one, but two sets of tickets to see Journey.
Like Don't Stop Believing Journey?
Like Don't Stop Believing Journey. They'll be here in May of 2020. So yes, we're giving you a lot of time. They'll be playing in Concord and Mountain View, and we have 2 tickets for both shows. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m., but you should try and win them Friday at 11 a.m. right here on Midday Live. Just make sure you're watching during this segment, Hot Topics. You'll fill out a quick poll, a quick form, I should say, and we'll randomly pick the winners at the end of the show. All the info available at abc7news.com. And we will be right back.
Yep.
Direct from London's West End comes a mesmerizing